Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of DIY Quick Crafts with Miss Abigail, me, from the Harris-Elmore and Genoa libraries. Today we are making an upcycled Saturn CD model. Very exciting. It is such a cool craft. You may have or you may not have all these supplies in your house, but I promise that it is worth it if you search high and low and you end up finding them because this thing is very cool. First, I'm going to start with a wooden block as my base. You can use anything for your base as long as it's wide enough to hold your wooden dowel on top of it. You could use a flatter piece of wood, you could use an old book, anything you can hot glue this onto so it stands upright. So again, you'll need this wooden skewer. You can use a dowel, as I said. You'll also need a styrofoam ball, a box cutter. So this is definitely a craft you are going to want to do with an adult. Please do not try to do this by yourself at home. You'll need a pair of scissors, an old CD that you no longer use, lots and lots and lots of glitter, some Mod Podge or some Elmer's glue mixed with water, whatever you prefer or have, a paintbrush, a hot glue gun, and then some just waste paper so we can use the glitter without it getting everywhere, if that's even possible to do. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to start by cutting my foam ball in half with a box cutter. Again, please make sure you're using a box cutter with the supervision of an adult or have a parent or guardian go ahead and help you do this so you don't have to touch the knife yourself. Okay, now that I have these apart, I'm going to open my Mod Podge and I'm going to evenly coat the outside of these hemispheres. Now that they're evenly coated, I'm going to take my glitter and I'm going to sprinkle it on top. Okay, and I'm going to do a double coat, so I'm going to switch over the paper and then pour the remaining glitter on top of these to get a more even coat. I'm just going to repeat that step until I see that they're fully covered. Now I'm going to set these aside to dry and I'm going to bring my CD over and then cover that in glitter. So first I'm going to rough up my CD so that the Mod Podge sticks a little bit better along with the glitter. So I'm going to take my scissors. You could also do this with sandpaper, but I'm going to do with scissors. Make sure you're very careful and then just draw some lines into it and scribble to get it a little bit scratched up. This allows the glue to have something to stick onto, which means that the glitter will also stick better. You'll want to repeat the step on the back. I have already done that, so you can see it's pretty scratched up. Okay. So now I'm going to take my Mod Podge again and completely cover the CD in an even coat on one side. This one's a little easier to do than the styrofoam ball, which has a lot of holes in it. Okay, and once that is completely covered, I'm going to take my glitter. I'm using a silvery glitter for this one, silvery blue. I'm gonna spread that all over. What's nice is I can dump the excess glitter back into my packet. Looks like it's completely covered. pick it up. Be really careful. And then I'm just going to shake it off. Look at how much glitter came off of that. Ooh, look how good that looks. So I'm going to set this aside to dry so I don't ruin this side. And then we'll come back and we'll do this side. Okay, now that this side is nice and dry, I'm going to take the other side and do the same thing. Ooh, very pretty. And set this one aside to dry as well. While I'm waiting for everything to dry, I'm going to take my wooden block and put a little piece, get all the glitter off of it, which is pretty impossible because look at my hands. I'm going to put a little dab of hot glue right in the center and glue my skewer to it, making sure that the flat piece is down and the pointy part is up. Okay, so you can see I have my skewer attached to my wooden block. Next, I'm going to want to take one of my hemispheres and stick it on the skewer. Probably about halfway down, just make sure it's nice and sturdy. And next we're going to hot glue our CD right on to this side of the planet. And we're going to do the same thing on top so it looks like a planet. Make sure your glue gun isn't too hot because this will burn the styrofoam and it'll begin to smoke. Might be some excess glue that comes out, and that's okay because once it dries we can just pick it off. As you can see, the bottom of mine isn't completely covered, so I'm going to go in and touch that up real quick. And there you have it, our finished product. Make sure you guys lay down lots of paper because there will be glitter everywhere. But look how cool this is. This is going to be added to my collection of things I have on my bookshelf at home, and I can't wait because it was such an easy and fun craft, and it's really neat looking. Look at that, all that glitter. So we hope you follow along and do that yourself. If you do, make sure you take a picture of it and tag us on Instagram and Facebook so we can see. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We hope to see you next episode.